Welcome to Baby's Grow, where we talk about issues that matter to the state, void of politics, fear of favor. Before I read whatever I'll be talking about today, I want to state this. We are not going to stop talking about corruption. And we are also not going to stop pointing fingers at people who embezzle state funds, thinking that they can go scot-free without facing the law. Even if our leaders are not willing to do it, we will push them to the wall and we will make sure they do the right thing. The Commission on Human Rights and Administrative Justice has ruled that former Commissioner General of the Ghana Revenue Authority, Dr. Amishadai Owusu-Amoah, be disqualified from holding any public office for 5 years and be referred to the Attorney General for prosecution after investigations revealed corruption, fraud and procurement breaches resulting in a financial loss of 8,971,933.43 to the state. The decision follows a complaint lodged by the Movement for Truth and Accountability, a civil society organization, in August 2022. The group accused the former Ghana Revenue Authority boss of engaging in fraudulent procurement practices in the award of contracts for the supply of vehicles and logistics to the authority. According to CHRAJ findings, the Ghana Revenue Authority under Dr. Owusu awarded contracts worth millions of cedis to 3 companies on October 1st, 2021. Through single-source procurement, the Commission determined the GRA misled the Public Procurement Authority into approving the use of a single-source method under dubious circumstances, contrary to the Public Procurement Act 2003 as amended. Investigations also revealed that the Sajil Motors had no verifiable business locations and had fraudulently entered into separate contracts for the supply of the same vehicles. Moreover, all these 3 companies were found to be non-tax compliant at the time of the transaction. The contract, CHRAJ said, were tainted with fraud and corruption, and the inflated prices of the vehicles led to a direct financial loss to the state, estimated to be 8,971,933.43 as of October 27th. CHRAJ held that as head of the Ghana Revenue Authority, Dr. Owusu-Amoah bore ultimate responsibility for the irregularities that occurred under his supervision. The respondent, being the entity head, cannot escape liability as he supervised its execution. The Commission therefore directed Dr. Owusu be barred from holding any public office for 5 years and referred him along with the directors of 3 companies to the Attorney General for possible prosecution and recovering of the lost funds. You see, it's very sad when you wake up and then the first thing you see has to do with unconscious humans taking something that does not belong to them. This is ex-Ghana Revenue Authority boss. And this man, in the name of Ghana, went into contract with 3 companies to procure vehicles. Now, by investigations, those companies, some does not exist. The money that has been projected into the purchasing of those vehicles is nowhere to be found. The vehicles, as we are talking about, is also missing. This was the same person that was shielded by the Public Accounts Committee chairwoman. Someone will not understand. But it tells us of how selfish and greedy we are as a country. We don't have the conscience of sitting down and thinking that no, what I'm doing is wrong. How will you feel if somebody does same thing to you? And Ghana Revenue, as it is, it's not an entity that does not play key roles in the affairs of the state, because they collect tax. In fact, all the revenues, it's not as if they are taking it on their own, but they are taking it for the state. And then one person has caused a financial loss like 8,900,000 and something with coins. And you want us to sit in our home and be clapping for you because you've done well. Why? Why are we like that? See, if you think that we are going to sit down and keep quiet and not keep hinting on a public official or government official stealing from the state, then you are lying to yourself, because you're not going to keep quiet. So long as we keep hearing of hint, we will talk about it. And we will keep talking till we do the needful as a country. Since 2021, this thing has been ongoing, and no one had an idea. Not a single person. And I realized that it's gone to a time they wanted to drop the case, but CHRAJ said no. Almost since 2021, 2025. We are not getting to the bottom of this issue in 2025, since 2021. This thing has been ongoing. And our leaders are trying to tell us that they have no idea. And those responsible for monitoring and ensuring that the affairs of this government institution are doing the right thing are also trying to tell us that they had no hint. Why? Why are we being so satanic in human form? Why? See, it is painful, oh. This money we are talking about is not small money, oh. This money can be used in doing, big things for the country. And this has been pushed into the accounts of a sole person. And when he appeared before the Public Accounts Committee to be questioned, he was being shielded. Now he has been barred from holding office for 5 good years. And he has also been referred to the Attorney General for further prosecution. And let me tell you, we are not going to sleep. We will follow this issue till, the necessary things are being done. We are going to follow this particular issue. And I'm happy that CHRAJ has taken on this issue from 2021 till now. And now they've gotten all the vivid evidence that shows that true, this man has been doing this. And I'm sure it is not only with GRA. So every day it has to be with a government institution. Every day. I've never heard a private institution coming out to tell us that this person has embezzled statement. Why? Because they are always on their guard. But when it has to do with government, say OBS can say a bit meaty. Because the law is not working. And we are supposed to make it work, and we will make it work. Thank you for making time with me on the screen.